Hi, this is Colby R. Rice again, hitting you guys once more with a video update on creating, publishing, and marketing science fiction and fantasy novels and or novel series, whichever you prefer. But as you can see from the title of this video, this particular video is going to talk about why you should really strongly consider creating a novel series if you're a sci-fi and fantasy writer, as opposed to a standalone novel. I have here four particular reasons why creating a sci-fi fantasy series is a much better option than doing a standalone novel. And for those of you who have been tuned in to my blog before this video post series, you can actually find a written version of this post on my website, www.colbyrrice.com. But for those of you who don't really feel like reading it and would prefer to just watch a video or listen to audio, all those different sorts of media are going to be available to you via YouTube and also available for download on my blog site. So, why should you write a novel series as opposed to a standalone novel? Well, first and foremost, your novel series is going to build up your reader base much faster than any other method that you have under your belt, especially if your audience loves your story, your characters, your dialogue, your plot. Everything about your series is going to help build up that reader base. And when they love your first installment or your first novel in the series, they of course are going to want to stay tuned for the other installments of your series. And that really helps to get the word out, because for the most part, books are advertised via word of mouth. Okay, you can do a whole bunch of things like blogging and so on and so forth in order to expand your reader base, but really your readers are your best marketing tool. So if you're giving them more of what they want and you're really sucking them in with a fantastic plot line and characters, and they're loving your work, they're going to want more, and they're going to want other people to read your work, especially their acquaintances whom they know are going to be really interested in sci-fi and fantasy. So that's one major reason why you should consider building up your reader base through a novel series. On the tail end of that, the second point here is that series are going to make you more money in the long run. Okay, if your readers are interested in buying your books, reading your books, if they have 8 books to choose from, they're going to be purchasing all 8 books because they want to know how the story develops and how it ends. So if you have all those books out on the market, that's really 8 times the marketing power and the the potential that you're putting out on the market for people to buy your books and invest in it. So make that available to your readers. Give your readers what they want. That is our job as authors and as lovers of the craft, is to write what we love to write, but also we want people to read our stuff too. So really listen to your readers, tune into your readers, and trust me, your readers are going to want more. Okay, so those are the first 2 reasons. The third reason here is that a series, because it's longer, you have more room to kind of maneuver, you're going to have more latitude to develop your plot, your characters, your environment, your dialogue, which is great because you can keep people in suspense, you can build up the tension, you can flesh out your character's smaller quirks and, be able to really flush out the backstory that's interesting to your readers for your characters. You can do so many things with a longer series that you would not really be able to do with a standalone novel. So really consider that as well if you really want to exercise your skills in building complex plots and really deepening your characters. I strongly suggest that you engage in writing a novel series. It'll give you the room to do that. The other reason number 4, is writing a series, because you have to write more and more. It's going to force you to practice your writing, right? So if there was something in your last book that wasn't really working that well, you can change up your strategy, change up your writing skills for the next book, which is always good to develop yourself as a writer. I believe personally that writing, of course, is not just about making the money, it's about practicing and honing your craft, okay? And this is just my personal belief. You don't have to co-sign on this, but I feel as though if we make an investment in becoming better writers and we make an investment in really building these creative projects, in addition to wanting to make money, this will help us to become more better writers and writers that are well-rounded. So don't focus on just the crazy car crashes and all of the explosive, interesting stuff that readers are looking for, but use this as an opportunity to grow your skill set. If you want to become a master of metaphor, writing a series is going to help you do that because it's forcing you to write more. And then the last reason here, and reason number 5 is sort of a bonus reason and sort of a warm and fuzzy reason, but writing series is just fun. I mean, you really get to become like a god, quote unquote, in the sense that you are able to create your own world and really maneuver within that world and build it from the ground up. And just take advantage of that. That's fun. It's interesting. It's exciting. You can create worlds. You can create people, languages, which I've done for another series that I'm working on, which I'll talk about in another video. But really use this opportunity to have fun because at basic, that's what writing is about. It's about creating these wonderful creative projects, having fun, letting people into your world to also have fun with you, and hopefully to make a living off of it. So those are the reasons that I want to present to you as being fantastic reasons why you should write series. So for those of you, though, who are interested in making money specifically, who don't really care about the warm and fuzzy crap, feel free to keep tuning into my channel. I will be guiding the both of us through finding funding for your book projects, making money in a way that's feasible for short-term and for long-term science fiction and fantasy projects. So stay tuned for all of those things. So whether you're in for the craft, in for the money, or in for both, this is the channel you should be tuning into. And just remember to keep it indie and remember to all set the trend. Bye.